Welcome to Taku Katsu. This is episode 11. We're going to talk about Eyeshield 21. Taku Katsu is a show where we talk about first episodes, either new or old, of anime. This week, Eyeshield 21, it's a football anime from Japan for some reason. And today we've got Patrick.
What's up?
Vicky.
Hi.
And returning from episode 1, Zane.
Hey, y'all.
And I'm your host today, Cori. And let's get started. All right, so, Vicky, let's get your impression. What'd you like about Eyeshield 21?
First of all, how dare you make me watch an anime that is so old? You know, I dislike older animes because the drawing style is just... there's just something visceral about watching old style stuff. But...
You made me watch Escaflowne. What are you talking about?
True enough.
And I'm still trying to watch that other show. What was it?
Utena?
Yeah.
Yep. No,
that's old and
yeah. This was not bad for how... I don't know when it came out, but...
I believe it's 2005.
Yeah, give or take.
It feels like 90s.
Nah.
Yes.
You need to look at more 90s shows.
Those are nigh unwatchable. But... You know
watch
what?
First season of Dragon Ball Z, and then you'll be like, "Oh, I see 90s. Okay, this is 90s with money too. This isn't like cheap 90s either. This is like top 90s."
Their fund was like $50.
Yeah, this is probably equivalent to that art style and quality, if not slightly better, just because it's 10 years later.
Yeah, it wasn't. The art style wasn't bad. That's the first thing. Also, American football. God. To be fair,
got to be clear about it.
Yeah, it is American football, not soccer, not football everywhere else. American football in Japan about a boy that's very fast, and it wasn't bad. I begrudgingly liked it. It
is a well established story type, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of just sports anime or sports story, period. And it starts it right, unlike certain horse shows.
Hey.
That is
yeah. That is true.
Well, actually, okay, compared to Uma Musume, we have a kid entering a school who joins a team on
experience.
No, it's very very similar actually. I think when you think about
it's similar in the obvious stuff like that, but it feels completely different.
I think because what was missing from Uma Musume, but is in this one, is the tension. You have some antagonists. You have a reason that's compelling for him to join. Doubly reasons, and you can probably guess my favorite character.
Onion Man. No.
Was it not Garo?
Yeah, Haruma.
Yeah. I actually had forgotten I was going to do that for my opening. I was like, yeah, because that shit sticks in your brain.
Yep.
Zane, am I right?
I gotta say no. It just glides right over me. It doesn't even affect me.
Oh,
you weren't.
That was like the catchphrase. It stuck in my head for like years.
You weren't there for the jump.
Nope.
You got it.
I like the main character so much that the rest of it just glides over me. It's like, whatever, dog.
That's
let's get back to my boy with the face mask. Like, let's do
That's
this.
acceptable.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, I'm like, dog, just hand him the ball. Stop talking. Dog.
Okay. So, Vicky, what else you got? What else did you like?
Well, I liked the main character. It was pretty cool, where he did some like Sherlock Holmes shit, where he was like calculating the bright path, and it very much took me back to my mall working days, where I had to like run and get food, and I'm like, how do I dodge around all these people in the mall? This is the path I take. So I appreciated the visual of how I also work a crowd. Yeah.
All right, Zane.
What
did you like about it? Welcome back to the show.
I think it's super dope. If we're doing first impressions, when I very first watched the show, I was probably like 8th grade.
You had to have been.
Yeah, I was
Ooh.
super young, and at that point, I was still a running back playing football. So, like,
So,
seeing
all
that
right.
dude be a beast was super
So I'm
dope.
going to spoil what I was going to say earlier, but I tried to get you in the show on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, back then. Because I
Okay.
started sending you the manga.
Yeah.
And that's how we got started watching it. Because I was like, all right, our mother, she was kind of iffy on anime. So I was like, this is football. He likes football. She can't say anything about it. Boop. And just kept sending it to you every couple of months. Because this is probably 2003.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a minute ago.
Because I was in college and I started just buying them and sitting, or it was after college. It was either 2003, 2005, like when you said. And it was in that time period. I had enough money to buy a $9 or $10 thing and ship it to you. And that was what I did every couple of months.
Wow. What a good brother.
Oh, yeah. It was a blessing, too. It was a blessing. Because, I mean, the character, I don't know. I guess, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I relate to the character as much as I just root for the character super heavy off the rip. He's like an underdog, but he's got all the craziest skills in the world. And then it's just really nice seeing. And then he's also got like the bullies that he's got to fight. But
the
on the
30-year-old men still in a freshman class.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Yeah, all got tats. Yeah. One dude's got like a prison shank cut over his eye, and it's like, why are you in school, dude? Like, you should have dropped out by now. Man, but you know what? On the rewatch, I think I like the side character so much more.
Yep.
Because like the big lineman dude, when he comes in and he just like starts breaking down in tears because he's finally got 3 teammates.
3 people
Like
for
that
his
was
club.
awesome. Yeah, that stuff is super cool. And even the quarterback, like as ridiculous looking as he is, like he's definitely insane. But he is your boy. Like once he's got you on his team, he's got your back. He's pulling out pistols from nowhere, threatening you to just because he sees all this talent. Like I don't know. I really like the show. The side characters are dope. And then I thought it was cool. I'm really upset that it ended before we got to the first game though.
Yeah.
But it sets you up for the second episode.
That was what I was like, I want more football.
Yeah. Yeah. But
anything else?
wait, I got one thing I wanted to say to you, Vicky. There was
Yeah.
one thing I noted. This show is stupid old because there's a point where right after like they pass the cell phones to each other, he shows up home and he's got like 1,000 stacks of faxes sent to him. Not emails, not printouts, but fax machine in the house.
The thing is, Japan, for as technologically advanced as they are, relies on those faxes. So this could still be modern day. Like
she's right. Yeah. She's
really
right about that.
Yeah, they love their faxes.
They still do faxes to this day. Yeah.
I just thought about all the technology in that. I'm like, he had a flip phone. It wasn't a smartphone, right?
He was
the
like,
fax machine going in the house, just constant. Like, I'm just like, man, yeah, this show is old. It is really old now. Like, oh, and it looked like, and I know that I'm not going to call this a criticism, even though it may be now, but it just looked flat. Like it didn't pop the way modern anime does. Like it doesn't.
Like that early scene where he's running. Yeah, and on the field, it just looks a little goofy. It's like a little shadow. It looks like it almost looks like someone's got a notepad and they're just shuffling the pages for you.
I wonder if it was hand drawn.
It probably was.
It probably has
because this is that transition. Because I was going to say this is like the generation before or during Gundam Seed. You remember Gundam Seed?
Yep.
Anybody? Gundam Seed was shiny, like just colors, shininess. This is like flat. Like the color palette is just a little more dull and flat. And not in a way that's like bad. It's just like, oh, this is old cartoon. This is Hanna-Barbera old.
Yep.
Except it was 20 years ago, not 60.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
I think like with the characters, like you said, I love the side character as well. But you can really tell like this is kind of, it feels like an older anime because of how drastic their designs is. Like the giant big onion man, as I call him, like his face and his design is so like it's like out of the blue compared to like the devil bat person, and even the main character has such a unique design in comparison with each other. So I feel like in these older animes, they could do things like Piccolo and like Nappa from Dragon Ball Z. They have like really different faces, so you can really tell the characters apart. But I think I'm trying to compare that to the more recent anime where everyone looks kind of the same. Like we watched Scar the Praetor, and I'm like, man, I would watch this Eyeshield 21 way more because Scar Praetor, everyone looks exactly the same with the same eyes and faces. And so I feel like
boys,
and there's only one woman.
Exactly.
Hey,
I feel like
for the right audience, that ain't a bad thing.
Fair.
Oh yeah, so I forgot Vicky's a fan of Scar Praetor.
I'm just saying.
No, she skipped over that immediately once she saw the much hotter, attractive Skate Infinity.
Oh, Skate the
very
Infinity!
True.
Woof.
That's very true.
That's my jam this season.
Is that your show this season already? Like you just like switched over entirely? No Jujutsu Kaisen or anything? Just like Skate the Infinity.
I watched like 2, 3, maybe 3 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, and Skate the Infinity grabbed me and was like, "No, this is where you belong."
I saw a Skate the Infinity TikTok, and I was like, I have to watch this shit right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, was it the one where he was skating with Langa?
I don't know names, so I couldn't tell you.
Was it like a dude that was giving off real bad touch vibes?
Bad touch? What's a bad touch vibe?
I called it, I think, the Michael Jackson Hisoka guy.
Oh, that's a bad touch vibe.
If you saw him, you would know what I'm talking about. So it had to be something else.
Right? We got Orochimaru.
Yeah.
We got Hisoka. And you just mix them together. You add a little Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Bad touch.
Any more thoughts, Patrick?
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like if I was kind of thinking about like sports anime in general, like in my mind, like I feel there's something about watching sports anime that makes you feel good. I don't know why. Like you kind of like actually want to go try. Like I'm not a football person, but man, I was like, yo, I want to go outside and start running. I gotta start running today. It's the same thing with Skate Infinity, right? With Skate Infinity, it's like, man, I don't even know how to skateboard, but I want to go skateboard. I don't even know how to do this, but you just want to into the defense with Uma Musume. Even with Uma Musume, the horse derby girls, I was like, damn,
you still want to start running on a track?
Well, I mean,
or you just want to start betting on horses?
I would like
both.
Just go see some horses run and be like, go like animize them, make them animate. Yeah, that works. Animate them in your head because that's the horses just became girls. But man, there's just something about sports anime that is so much more compelling than just watching sports.
Yeah. I think there's something about it. Because I remember watching like Prince of Tennis and Hajime no Ippo, and I'm like, dang, I definitely want to watch more Eyeshield 21 because it's like there's that story, the underdog, or not even the underdog, but for Prince of Tennis, like there's just something interesting watching sports anime, and I feel like that's kind of like how I think a lot of people got into anime, or like oh yeah, this is like you gotta watch an anime about this football, you gotta watch an anime about basketball, whatnot. It's like it just kind of gets you in there, just like with Dragon Ball, with like people who are like, oh yeah, this is like a fighting show, we gotta watch this. So yeah, I mean, I liked it. It was a good, definitely a good episode, first episode.
Yeah, I obviously I like the show. I got Zane to watch it, read it, the whole 9. The characters are fun. Like the dude who looks like a monkey that you see in the background, like one time, and you see him like all over in like the credits. Like he's actually, since you two haven't seen it, what do you think the monkey guy? What do you think his position on the football team is?
Monkey guy.
Yeah.
Which monkey guy?
You probably didn't see him. He's only in the background once.
I know he is. I remember them seeing like being tossed up in the air, so I'm like,
yep. If you think of a character, a character who's a human, but they have monkey-like characteristics, and you put them on a sports team, and that sports team is American football, what is his position? Just guess.
I don't watch football.
Just guess.
I'm gonna say front middle lineman.
The center, middle lineman.
Like, no one's gonna catch him. He's a monkey.
The kicker? I don't know.
No, he is the receiver.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah,
Makes
okay, there you
sense
go.
though, right? Like now that
Yeah,
you said it, it makes sense. Like yeah, he's catching balls. That's his whole thing. And it's the whole okay. You know the three bullies,
Yeah.
linemen.
Yeah, they joined the team, right? Yeah.
They joined the team.
Talk
Yeah.
about character development.
Yeah.
Right?
I was gonna say they put too much character like design on their faces.
They look too good. Yeah.
They look too good. Like these aren't just the generic bullies. They're like, there's a reason why he got a scar.
They have first names, last names, you know, personal interests. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they were suspiciously fleshed out for just like run of the mill like bullies for the first episode. That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. And like as far as like again, this is something I like aimed at my younger brother when he was like 12 years old, and I didn't want anybody to get in trouble. Right? Mm-hmm. Nothing objectionable about this show. Right? There's a cheerleader. Mm-hmm. She doesn't have like, as far as I remember, she doesn't have like a bunch of panty shots. You know?
Yeah.
You got the Mamori, which is his like childhood friend. Mm-hmm. Honestly, she almost looks like his mom in a way. Like it's
his senpai.
Weird, yeah. Like just like she's like 1 year older and she's like protective of it.
Yeah.
Cinna. All right, so like you said, Vicky, like him like running through. I'm like, I do that. I think we all like do it, but like seeing the show, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna dodge people like boom,
it's
boom. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. It's you put yourself into the position and you feel the character, and that's what makes, in my opinion, sports stories, movies, anime, what have you, the best. Because you're like, I could do that, right? I could be that person if, you know. And what makes this show really fun is that like they go out of their way to explain American football to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did not know there were 11 players.
Right?
Something.
Right? They go out of their way to explain it to you. They even like bring in like later on they bring in like Japanese American football players.
Wow.
Let me say it again. Japanese people who will play American football.
Okay,
in Japan. Not Japanese Americans. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
it's great. And then like later on, like a season in, because it's like 3 seasons, like they go to America. Like they're playing football to different. Oh man,
the team gets that good.
It builds so well. And then I recommended this show because I could find it, because I would have recommended Giant Killing instead, which has a similar feeling, even though it's completely different. Because this show's like American football. You just need to be good at one thing. Mm-hmm. And then we have a team.
Yeah.
And that I'm like, that's a good message. Like, get good at that one thing and do that well. You don't have to get good at everything, right?
Cinna,
and you can get together. Yeah.
Cinna is Waterboy, the movie.
Oh, oh come on.
I don't know.
I don't want to go that far.
But he's an errand boy who suddenly has this crazy skill that he didn't really know, but someone else took an interest in and was like, nope, you're doing this. You're doing this now.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to be the manager.
Yep.
So he was like, I want to be the manager. I want to get people to think about my smart intelligent instead of my running legs, but he just so happens to have his running ability. Like, okay, no. I didn't sign up for this, but you know, this is how it's gonna be.
That's Waterboy. Waterboy was the manager. Went from manager to the field.
See, Cori's face is just disbelief. But...
No, I'm not. No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but all right. Yeah.
Hey, Waterboy started after Eyeshield 21, right? Or was it before? I don't know.
Maybe.
I gotta look at this. I gotta look at the timeline, guys.
Adam Sandler is not always known for being the most creative, but you know.
Hey,
who wrote that movie.
He has brought American football back to America.
Who?
The Waterboy. We wouldn't have Tom Brady without Waterboy.
Oh my god!
There you go. That's true.
Is that what that was?
Watch
look, all I know is he cheated and he won, and I'm mad about it. Not necessarily in that order.
I thought you was talking about Waterboy.
No, I was talking about the Kansas City Chiefs.
Waterboy did have the secret Antarctica water, so that shit that did look like a cheat code. That thing was glowing. That dude really put out anime juice.
Oh, that's the anime power right there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Got the Bobby Boucher.
He's got the side characters too, yo.
The side characters are pretty interesting though. Even the little like the bat and the cheerleader, and then she becomes the manager, I believe, Momori. So it becomes a whole thing. And it's a lot of characters. This is a show with a lot of characters.
So no wasted characters. If they move, they are important.
Almost.
Yeah,
because we have like teams of 11 guys on the opposite team who all have like special powers. Like again, so many. If you've watched one good sports anime, you know how this is going. So if you watch Kuroko no Basket, if you watch Giant Killing, if you watched
Yuri on Ice.
Yeah, basically, but not not that exactly. Just like they always have like special powers, which is basically just I'm good at running, I'm good at blocking, I'm good at catching.
Yurio's
give me your Yuri on
ability
Ice.
is special.
That he spins real good?
Yeah. He's got
And
skill.
then what's the other people's powers?
There's the one that, he enjoys being on the ice a lot.
There's a power?
Is that a power?
It's very appealing to the lady fans.
Again, I said powers. You've listed maybe 2, and I'm not really counting it.
There's more. It's been a while since I did.
I'm waiting.
What makes it so appealing that he likes to be on ice?
Oh, just this dude, like he gets real into his routine, and then he's just like
Oh, so is there like any is his hands going somewhere close to his body? Or
no, hands free.
Like,
he's a hands-free fella.
You got it, Cori.
All right.
Just the euphoria.
That didn't clear anything for me.
Yeah. For the people who are not in my Discord, which is all of you who are listening, think about a really enthusiastic dancer on ice, feeling himself up lightly and then spreading his arms out as he dances and spins around. That's what
when I heard it. I'm just thinking like my dude is just smiling super hard out there. He's just cheesing the whole time. I'm so happy.
He's a good dancer on the ice.
Where are his pupils in his eyes?
Fully dilated.
He's very into it.
Fully dilated.
Dilated, rolling to the back of the head,
there
just in bliss.
He ends it like one routine, like kneeling, leg spread.
Yuri on Ice. You're talking about drugs. Got it.
Yuri on Ice.
Oh my god, the drug parody.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yuri as a drug lord would be interesting because when he gets drunk, he wilds out. He's my boy.
Yuri on Ice. I got it now. I thought it was about dudes loving each other, skating, but it's actually an anime about drugs.
Could be.
I get it.
Could be.
Cautionary
Yuri
tale.
on Ice. That's right. That's right. I was watching that thinking like, man, this show's gay, but actually it's about drugs.
It's just drugs.
They using the right word for that anime. Today. They know what they're doing with that anime name. They could have called something else.
Yeah.
Yuri on Coke.
Yuri
on with ice. Look, meth does things to you, and that's what the anime is about.
Of our trilogy of sports anime, I think Uma Musume is the only one that did not have a strong, how to phrase it, something that is being overcome. She's just like she wants to be the best horse girl in Japan, but there's nothing for her to really like overcome. In Skate the Infinity, we've got Longo, who's transferring from Canada. He used to be a snowboarder, and now he wants to be a skateboarder. Like, there's a challenge there. In this one, we've got the kid that, like, is always an errand boy who's trying to get away from some bullies, and he happens to be fast as fuck. I think
canonically is, like, he's fast because he spent his whole life running errands.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's built into the story at some point. And
Yep.
I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, he's been running around for years because he's getting bullied all the time.
Yeah,
and now he's just fast as hell
and carrying heavy shit.
Yeah. He's been training his whole life for this.
Exactly.
Because he's got to have that good arm strength, right?
Yep.
Got to carry that ball. Can't drop the what was it? The yakisoba or whatever.
Oh, yep.
Soba pan, whatever it is.
They were kicking sandwiches. His ass because
they were kicking his ass. I'm dropping you. You better not drop that sandwich. This is 3rd grade. Hold the sandwich.
Yeah, that's real. You get jumped by 14 third graders. I ain't fumbling shit.
Damn.
That's crazy. You know what's really cool too, because like you're bringing up the goal for the main character, but and it's first episode, so it's not really fleshed out, but you get a little glimpse in how the side characters all have the same build as well. Like they're all great at one thing because, and then they're all are trying to get somewhere too. Like they all have their motives, and then you have the collective motive. Like just the who you call Onion Man, and then
Yeah,
Onion Man's
Garmin,
great.
man.
yeah,
Yep.
like those two, they're just trying to get a football team. They just want 11 dudes to put on a field, and that's their whole like. This is where we're trying to go.
So they can get to the Christmas Bowl too.
Yeah,
Christmas
and,
Bowl.
yeah, and then the Christmas Bowl, and then they're trying to be great at their individual. So you get individual goals, collective goals. It's kind of dope. It's kind of dope. So you can root for the team and individuals.
I think what causes the tension in this show and Skate that didn't happen in Uma Musume is that there's a immediate short-term low bar that they have to get over, right? Kind of like a call to action where they're like, I don't want to do it.
Yep.
But you're going to do it. Okay, fine, I'll do it. While Uma Musume is like, I'm going to be a horse girl. And then I'm a horse girl. And I'm going to race now. Like, it just happened.
To be fair,
instead of it being like a challenge.
She did sort of have it because she wanted to get on the same team as Silent Suzuka.
Yeah.
Suzuka?
Yeah, Suzuka. Yeah, one of those.
And like she wanted to be the fastest. She was second, but it's just by that point it was too late in it to be like compelling, really.
I mean, like, she basically got good enough, and good enough isn't fun. It's either lose, oh, that sucks, or you did it. It's so hard. It was more like, hey, pretty good. Next time, don't start late and you'll win.
Yeah, I think one of the things that they should have put Silent Suzuka up racing against the main character this weekend, right? I think that would have been more compelling because she would have been like, "Oh, I'm right behind her. I gotta like catch up." Like there's a little tension. Like she's sort of like your rival. You hit the rival between the main character, between her, but then they become like friendly rivals, I assume, in the later in episodes. But again, like I said, there was really no tension. There was no like real stake, I guess, where she had to like battle this. But she just like had to be run fast so she could be scouted, right? But again, wasn't really that much of a tension with her journey, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so Vicky, what didn't you like? You already mentioned the animation is old. What else didn't you like?
It's very little, actually. Like surprisingly, because I'm not into football, American or otherwise. But like I said, there's something about sports anime that makes you really want to watch it. And this was compelling, start to finish. There really wasn't anything I didn't like, really. Like, it set up a whole story. Like, you got little glimpses of people. Loved I wish I knew his name, but Onion Boy, having his own little tagline of when he tackles people.
Oh, man. Just wait till... All right, let's assume you watch this. Just wait until they talk about... what is it called, Zane? It's like Sky Blue?
Yeah, it's Blue Sky, Sky Blue.
Blue Sky. Yeah. Oh, they have...
dope name.
Look, when I say that this show is silly because it's basically giving them superpowers and giving the name superpowers, it's like a Sentai show.
For football?
Football. Yeah.
Oh,
it's like, they have special moves, and it's like, you just ran good.
Hell yeah. Like,
if you think about it logically, you did a spin move. Good job. Ooh, you stripped the ball. But no. He's got, like, this is a different character.
That's just Tatsumaki.
He has, like, anchor... What was it? Like an anchor hand or something? It was this one, like, main rival character from a different school. And he's, like, in, like, every fifth episode. And, like, his whole thing is, like, he's really good at, like, stealing the ball from you.
Wow.
He's like anchor hand or something. I don't remember what it's called.
As someone who played football, though, they have all those names for this stuff, and we have the same. We have names too for like, even like you said, it's run good, but we're not gonna say you ran good, dog. We're gonna be like, damn, dog, you dusted him, son. You know what I'm saying? Pancake that dude. Like, it's going so much. It's all to say, mossed him, and you just caught the ball. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Hey,
and that's what brings it up a notch, and it gets you excited. It's silly when you think about it, but it's amazing when you actually are just in it.
I also liked how when he had one kid left for the team, he was like, "How many dozens of sugar cubes would you like?"
Oh, I forgot to make fun of you.
That was me. I was like, "Ah, shit, they're gonna roast me." So
he puts all that sugar in his coffee.
Tea,
whatever. That's basically Vicky in real life.
That's why he's getting big. He loves the sweets, you know. He loves all that sugar. Makes him maintain his big body, you know.
Literally me.
I've seen
that
it.
energy.
Seen it.
Yep.
Vicky's just like, there's not enough sugar in my tea.
There's not enough tea in my sugar.
There it is.
It's more like
this sugar's real dry.
But my boy's sitting there stirring literal sugar cubes in that tiny ass cup. Right. I was like, that's so me. Yeah. Just make a.
I saw that and I meant to say something and I forgot about it, but I was gonna write it down. Like, make fun of Vicky for tea.
Yep, that's literally me. Like literally, I put half a canister of sugar in some tea. Good stuff.
You would not have done well before sugar was industrialized. Or you would have become like the richest lady in town. Because you're just like, no, I need to buy sugar.
Yep.
I will murder people.
Just start running sugar plantations back in
the day. Man. She would have found a way.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's got the hat for it.
Patrick, let's go to you. What complaints do you have about the show?
Yeah, again, it's like if I have to find something that I have to like not really like about the show, it would be, although I did praise of it, like the character designs, but some of them just kind of feel out of place, you know. Again, I don't want to keep knocking my man Onion Man, even though I love him and everything, but like some of the characters just seem out of place when you compare it to each other. Like even the main character, like he is like a generic pretty, like not pretty boy, but he has that, you know, shonen look, right?
Generic shonen, yep.
That's generic shonen look, but you know, we got the crazy bat face, like kind of a gangster looking, and then we got the big Onion Man who's like, yes, I love him too. Again, I love the characters, and I think that it's something that's kind of shows within the time of the anime, right? Like 2005, right? I felt like they experimented or they had more of that crazy style, or they were, you know, I guess being in comparison to what we have right now, like everyone's so clean and cut, I feel like. So it's just kind of, I think I'm just kind of used to that look. So going back to the old style, you know, it kind of like pops out in a different way, let's say.
Let me say this. This is one of the first times I ever tried to remember who an artist was, a manga artist, because this is Yusuke Murata, who eventually came to do the redrawing and the manga, the official manga for One Punch Man.
Wow.
Which is why Garo looks very much like Yaha Dude, who's the quarterback, who I can't remember his name.
Kuroma.
Why? Kuroma. So the art in the manga is actually better. Like, I mean, maybe that's not a surprise, but it's better than the anime. Like,
that is
by
surprising.
By a good step or two. And the anime's art is fine. Like, it's suitable, but it's more cartoony. But like the art in Eyeshield, the manga, is real good.
Yeah. I'd say the biggest downfall is the motion.
Yep.
Like the motion doesn't feel fluid enough. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah. They didn't have the same quality of animators as like they did in season 1 of One Punch Man for all of Eyeshield. Not to say Eyeshield isn't competent. It's just not the same.
Right. I think, like I said, it's just kind of we've been kind of spoiled with what's currently, like I said, One Punch Man, and like even with Jujutsu Kaisen, like the animation is so smooth, like it just feels and looks so much better in comparison. And I like that you brought up One Punch Man, because again, his face is like so out of place in comparison to all of the crazy other characters who are like so detailed. So I think I like that comparison with that. It's like it works because of the more of the smooth animation wise. But yeah, it's kind of hard to find something I didn't like about the show.
Yeah,
I like the innocence of his face gives, where it's just like very simple, very innocent, and like kind of a bit naive. But man, he's adorable.
He's a himbo.
He is. Oh my god, he is a himbo.
Oh, I guess he is a himbo.
I love it.
He's oblivious. He's kind of like, I don't think I'm this fast person. Like, I don't know, but let me just put him on the team.
Strong, dumb, and polite.
Yep. It's a good quality.
Yeah, it makes him easy to root for.
Yeah.
This show, the original manga was written by Riichiro Inagaki, but it was illustrated by Yusuke Murata. And I'm like, I don't think he's ever done his own story, but he's definitely done a lot of art, and his art is great.
Yeah. So would y'all continue to watch?
Wait, we didn't finish.
Oh no,
we didn't finish. No, what don't you
my
like
bad.
about
I'm
it?
stepping all over. Let me back
Yes.
No, I thought he said.
Yeah. What don't you like?
Oh, what don't I like? Yeah, it's just animation because the motion, like when I was, it's kind of funny when I was like at the beginning or on the rewatch, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this again. I'm gonna like really dislike this show. But then the characters start popping up. I start like, it maybe it's nostalgia, but you start liking the characters, and like the animation fades away. I kind of don't mind OG animation, but because like there's old shows like what was that one? I was talking to you about it, Cori. Princess Mononoke.
Oh, Princess Mononoke.
Mononoke.
Yeah.
But that animation's old but dope.
I have a topic now for the B-side.
My bad.
You're messing with Ghibli now.
My bad.
Ghibli,
My
man.
bad.
You don't mess with Ghibli. Yo.
Like
no. It's good.
Excuse me, Ghibli. I think I called it Jabil, and Cori like, oh my god, he was like ready to kill me.
You know what? If you go a little harder, you go Arabic, and it's just Jabril. So you're good. Anyway.
Jabril, hey, whatever. But like, so it's just one of those things where I don't mind it if it's older. It's just gotta, the fluidity's just gotta be there, and that's all it was lacking. Yeah, but
full remake.
It is what it is. I think it was still great.
As someone that watched this for the first time, it does give a bit of like a nostalgia of like as if I were back in the past watching it for the first time. Like it's old just from the animation style, but it's like I would watch it because it was entertaining, even though the art style was not as crisp as newer stuff.
Yeah. As somebody who's watched anime for a while, and I've definitely gone back and grabbed stuff from like the 70s, which I don't recommend for the most part. The 80s, which is 80s is rough, but not that rough. But anything before the 80s gets really, really hard to watch when you've been watching it for any amount of time past that. And I think that, like subs and dubs, right? If you watch it originally dubbed, subs are fine. But if you watch it really subbed, unless you hate the subs, right, it's really hard to switch to dub.
Yep.
So if you were born in the 90s and started watching anime in 2005, 2000s anime is like, oh, why? But if you started watching anime in the 90s, you're like, yeah, all right, I can live with, Excel Saga or even...
Excel Saga's great.
Evangelion or something that was in the Ranma, as I like to bring up, or Dragon Ball. You look at some of those 90s, Escaflowne, you look at some of those 90s ones, and the more action in the show, the less, smooth everything is. Because they have to animate so much. But the more of it's a talking show, the more smooth the entire thing looks, and the prettier the backgrounds are and everything else.
Right.
Because they can take their time.
Yeah. So it's much harder to watch fast-paced old anime when you weren't growing up watching it. Period. So when I watched it, again, my criticisms are basically the same. It's a great show. It felt kind of slow when I first started because I knew what to expect. I'm like, where's more football? I want to see him dodge everyone and learn stuff and get good. So I was like, oh, I just can't wait till it gets there. But then I started seeing him getting away from the bullies, and I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. This is it. And the character development, I'm like, oh yeah, monkey. I was just waiting for the characters to come in.
Yeah, because even for all the shade we're throwing, when he was doing all that dodging on the little bridge, that was actually pretty exciting. It was like, oh shit, he's getting in his bag right now. This is kind of dope.
Yeah.
He ran on that rail with the phone in his mouth and bolted.
Yep. It's so good. It's so simply good.
Yeah.
Just a good show. So yeah, the quick answer, the quick question I'll ask the person who's already watched it. You gonna rewatch this right now? No.
Nah.
Yeah, it's 3 seasons. It's 3 seasons, so it's at least 75, and it might be longer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing they just released JoJo season 5 dub. So I'm going back through that on the dub side. Yeah. So that's on the
145
Yo.
episodes. 145 episodes, everybody. It's when you know
Damn,
that.
that's a commitment.
They released a lot of the, like, one season of this was not your standard 24. They were cranking these out.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not going to watch this again anytime soon.
You would not?
But I wouldn't, just because I've watched it already, and I don't have time for 100. How many did I just say? 45?
45, yep.
It's a lot of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
For a show I've already watched, and I know I like it. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch more of the other shows. I'm like Mushoku Tensei. I'm going to watch that tomorrow. I'm not going to watch this.
Right.
Vicky, what are your thoughts on watching it?
I think I would. I don't have the time now to put that big commitment to it, but I think I would, because it is engaging in a way that sports anime, like, just when I want to, like, have a great pickup time and be like, oh hell yeah. I
also think there's an English option somewhere, so it's a good background thing if you really wanted to.
Subs forever. Subs or go home. Bye, Zayd. but I enjoyed it, and like, it's definitely something that if I'm just like want to chill for a bit and like be like watch sports but not watch sports, I would watch
not real sports.
Yeah, I agree. Like, this is like one of the shows I wish I would have watched, like, back in the day, right? Like, during the time of watching other type of sports anime. I really want to watch it because I know this has gotten like a lot of, it has been recommended to me by many people, you know. So, and it does seem interesting. I do like, I guess I don't want to, I could segue to a different topic, but for sports anime, I really like team-based sports rather than like the one-on-one kind of sports type. Like, I enjoyed my time with watching, again, Prince of Tennis and Hajime no Ippo, but those are like 1v1 type of competitions. But with like a team sport, like you know, soccer or the football with Eyeshield 1, every character, there's just so much more characters, right? There's just based off of how the game is played, right? So we got 11 boys on the football team, and we could expect 11 special abilities or something like that, right? So
pretty much.
Pretty much, right? So, and I like that aspect. I want to see how they can like combine each other. So I could see how you could do 100 episodes plus, because you got the little character interactions between and their special abilities.
Well, they got to go to the Christmas Bowl. They got to I don't remember the actual like event, so this isn't a spoiler. But they got to go to the Christmas Bowl. They're probably going to lose. Then they got to train. Then they got to go to America. Then they got to train. Then they got to play someone in America. Then they got to barely win. And then they got to go back to Japan and go back to the Christmas Bowl. And then they got to win. Like, that is story structure for sports. And it works every time.
It's amazing.
Right.
Oh, no. Keep going. Well, it's very much like, while you have the main character, the ensemble is as compelling as that main character, just like My Hero Academia. Or like Hunter x Hunter, where it's like you have the main character, but the side characters are not just there to be like background dressing. They have stories that you want to follow.
A quick side question. Is Gon really the main character of Hunter x Hunter?
Yep.
Because sometimes I feel like he's not the main character. Like, I'm not saying he's not the main character, but sometimes I feel like I'm not really paying attention to him for the last 20 episodes.
So much was going on in the last 20 episodes, though.
Especially the last 50, because he was gone. Gon was gone.
Yep. It's because the side characters were so strong. Like,
Zane's like, no, I can't do it.
You were just too proud of it.
Too good.
I'm proud of everything I do.
I saw you requesting a plaque and a certificate after that.
Right? Look, I made a plaque. It's on the other wall.
Pun of the year.
I'll say this. That name, I feel like it's harder to say than it really is. Gon? Like, I feel like I have to enunciate all these anyway.
Yeah. I liked it. Eyeshield 21.
It's a good show. It's a really good show. And honestly, if you had the time, I would recommend anyone just literally read the manga, because the art is that enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shoot, I read the first 4 volumes before I watched an episode.
Yep.
It's so good. It's so good. And the art's so good. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I would watch it. It was enjoyable. This was a good trilogy of sports anime.
Yeah, we got a good new show. We got a slightly older horse
show.
We got the idol gambling show.
Yep,
and then we got a real solid kind of offbeat older show.
Mm-hmm.
Like American, like that was part of it. It was like American football in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It very much popularized American football in Japan. That's why they explain like how it goes, because it was super interesting. Like it was so new, American football in Japan, that this anime almost feels like a promotion.
Again, in every episode that I remember, they have like a little like 2-minute cutaway. Like it was like The More You Know, American Football Edition. Like they teach you stuff about a sport that clearly is not popular in Japan.
Yep. Edutainment at its finest.
Yeah. Oh, but the best version. So it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They also kind of like made a little joke with. I was gonna say they made a little joke with Captain Tsubasa, right? Like this is football. Like this is the soccer. Like he's like they made a little tidbit, right?
100%. I saw
like
that.
this isn't football. This is American football. And I was like, yeah, they know what they're doing, because Captain Tsubasa apparently is like the number one for soccer anime. You know.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. It's a great show. I don't know how many people know about it, but I know it's a great show. So if you don't know about it or you never looked at it, it's a great show. Quick lightning round. Other sports anime you've either seen or recommend? Anybody? I got like 2 off the top of my head.
I want to say Air Gear. That's a good one.
Never seen that one.
I
Is
like
that like roller skates?
I mean, no, roller skates. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Obviously, you're a pothead, Patrick.
Yep. Prince of Tennis. I mean, that's again made me want to go play tennis. I suck at it, but hey, got me outside. Hajime no Ippo is the anime, boxing anime.
Oh,
and
what about the one with Boxing Joe? They announced a new season.
Oh yeah,
Megalobox. Megalobox.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone see that? Everybody see that?
No, I heard of it, but
Hulu.
did not see it.
It was on Hulu. That's how I watched it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah, I
would actually say Prince of Tennis would be the one that I've seen the most of.
You've seen all of it or most of it?
Most of it. I think I got
watched
season 2 or 3.
30 seconds of Prince of Tennis, and it was like the dude was naked and he was going, ah! I'm like, what?
Yeah, I heard some things about Prince of Tennis that made me want to watch it, but I just never got around to
it. It's for the girls, man. It's for the girls as much as it's for the boys.
Eyebrow waggle.
It's the Sailor Moon equivalent, is what you're saying?
Yeah. You know, that's a good question for like sports anime, because for me, I'm trying to think like there is one sport anime for like each type of sport, right? Like we got basketball, football, tennis, soccer.
Every single sport has an anime.
Right. But
every single anime has a genre.
Free.
Which one is free?
Swimming. Iwatobi Swimming Club. Free.
I was thinking of some of the weird ones, like Hikaru no Go.
Yes, Hikaru no Go. Yes.
Oh, I want to watch that. I want to learn to play Go.
That show's dope too.
I warn you about Hikaru no Go. It's kind of slow to start.
Of course.
Like you have to really I don't think that one has a good first episode.
Is that a sport anime?
It's chess.
I would call it.
Well, it's shogi.
It's Go.
It's Go.
It's Go.
Duh. It's Go. But it's slow. It's just.
Yeah. You know, I think I saw 40 episodes of that and still don't know how to play Go.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't understand the rules, it's that much harder.
Oh
wait! I got one that's mahjong. It's Akagi. Akagi, man, it's a mahjong anime, but man, it might be a little slow, but the drama and the art style of it is super unique, and you should just take a look at it. That's my recommendation: is Akagi. Learn how to play mahjong and its complicated rules.
Okay.
I want to say the Chimera arc of Hunter x Hunter, where they're playing that. I don't know if it was shogi or if they just made it up, but that game that they were playing.
Oh, it wasn't shogi, but it was called something else.
It was a fake game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want to play this game. Like,
but her name was Komugi, which always made me think of shogi. So,
which is why I wanted to watch Hikaru no Go, because I was like, is this that game? But it's not.
No. Kakegurui, which is the gambling.
Anime.
Anime.
Oh my goodness.
That show's not very good, man.
You know
That's
what?
not a sport anime.
Okay. Gambling? No? All right.
It wasn't very good.
I'll live with that. I don't care. I'm not invested on that one, but I did watch both seasons.
You go for that one girl. You just watch it for the main girl. That's all I'm saying. You watch it for the faces.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Probably.
She is super crazy.
You watch them for the faces.
Does she enjoy the game a little too much?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
So you know she enjoys the game so much, just like Yuri on Ice, that one character.
That's what's going on. I think Yuri on Ice.
There it is.
Okay, I found
got it. Good connection there. Good connection.
Does she make that face?
Oh man, all
pure ecstasy.
Her and like four other characters, just constant.
Yeah.
But it was fun enough to watch. I wouldn't say it's a worthwhile watch, but
it's
I watched in the background a lot. So
what's it called? Food Wars, when they get like really good food?
Yes.
Times
Food
12.
Wars.
That's the faces she makes. And you ain't even won yet. The dice are still rolling.
Gun to her head, nails might come off.
But you know what? Can I say something about that show? That show, I feel like it captures that feeling for gambling people, right? They're like, oh my goodness, what's the alcohol? Like it's that ecstasy to people who are actually feeling gambling. Like they get that. And so I'm like, man, how are they gonna capture it with this?
Yeah.
If you're making faces like in Kakegurui, please see a therapist for gambling addiction.
If you just feel like that on the inside and you're staying like cold-blooded, like just see somebody.
yo, I'm gonna go to I wish I could go to like a casino and like be playing blackjack and be like, yes. Hit me. Sir, you're at 20.
Eyes start sparkling.
Yeah, sir, you're at 20. I advise you to stay. Hit me.
Yeah.
Go for that one, baby.
Yo, the dealers are gonna start throwing out code words and shit and get you kicked out of there. Yo, I got a dude slobbering at the table, just lusting after this blackjack.
We got a Kakegurui on table one. Kakegurui table one. Jeez Louise.
He keeps wanting to get hit, and I don't think he's talking about the cards.
Yeah.
I swear, he's in all leather. You gotta trust me, boss.
Ping Pong the animation.
No.
Ping pong.
No.
Yo, that animation is
Ping pong.
smooth.
I didn't know this was a show, but that would be good to watch. That'd be exciting.
So the show is actually pretty good. It has all the sports anime stuff you want. It's about ping pong, so it's like Chinese people going to Japan and being mad that they're in Japan because they're not in China because China has the best ping pongers.
Mm-hmm.
But the art makes me mad because it's just, I don't like the art. The art is just, it's like, it's purposely messy. It's purposely like unattractive. It's just like, But it's a good show. But I had to fight myself for a while. I was like, why am I watching this? Oh, because I like it. Okay, but the art sucks. Jesus. We said Megalobox. Yeah. So a lot of good sports anime out there. There's sports anime for almost anybody. I mean, and I recommend you find one.
Yeah, listeners. For the most part, sports anime are top notch. They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
What's the weirdest sport anime you can think of?
Keigo.
Cricket. Actual one?
Actually, I was like, oh, cricket. Ooh.
Oh, did you say Keijo?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
I meant real sport. Yeah.
Oh,
real sport.
Not
Keijo's
butt
right.
bumping nonsense of Keijo, though. Yeah.
Well, isn't that just gladiators just, with butts?
Yeah, and eventually boobs and nipples, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would support that.
Cricket, yeah, no. Look, Zane, look. Go watch Keijo. Have fun. It's entertaining.
It's gladiators.
It's how old were they? Let's pretend that they were in college. Let's pretend. And they're women. and they're in swimsuits, and they use their butts to knock each other off of platforms.
I heard about this show. Yes, I know what this is.
Watch it. It's worth.
If they make that to a real sport, yo.
Oh hell
Oh
yeah!
my
Sponsors.
God.
I
up the
would love to
pool,
see that. I'd love to see
Okay,
it.
a real version of that would be so much more tame, but it'd be like as enjoyable as that trampoline basketball thing they tried to do like 20 years ago.
That's awesome. That was awesome.
I said it'd be as entertaining as that. I don't know if it'd be any more successful though.
Probably not.
I mean, I don't know. You just get a bunch of hot women wrestling, but they're not wrestling. They're just doing a whole bunch of hip bumps, right? It's like hip bumps and chest bumps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would watch that.
And the more you sexualize it, the less of it a sport it becomes. So it gets banned. Okay, so let's switch over to the B side. Before we do that, Patrick, it's your week, right? You're coming up.
I thought it was Vicky's.
Is it Vicky? Is it your week? I thought it was no, because we just did you last week. So yeah, Vicky, it's your week.
Yeah.
Technically me. I don't know. But I'm thinking maybe we could watch. Well, I don't know if anything new yet.
There's still some shows from this season that we were somewhat interested in. Bottom tier character something Kun, Wonder Egg Priority, and Hori Mia. I think were like the three like good shows that I didn't even try to look at.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to take some time while we talk about the second half of the show and Google something, or if you've got an old show you just absolutely want to watch, we could do that.
I would love if we watched Loveless, because you guys don't even know.
Boy.
You don't even know. Like, because we were talking about animal parts and cat boys, and that's not even the craziest part of this anime. But
that's the thing I'm most interested in.
Hmm?
That's the thing I'm the most interested in. And it leads me to the thing I'm the least interested in, which is boys losing their virginity, potentially with other boys.
Oh, shit.
Not my thing.
No. It was girls that lost it together.
Well, at least, I mean, okay.
But that's far in the season. I don't remember.
Episode
I don't remember
1,
how
Loveless.
compelling the first one was, but
we got 4 ears. What's up, buddy? Which one do you want to pet? The one that'll fall off when I lose my virginity, or the human ones?
Well, the virginity, it's more like innocence. It's like a...
Okay.
It's
which
like
is represented how?
Two different words.
When they watch their first rated PG-13 movie?
Yeah. It's generally like innocence, but it's categorized by like virginity and purity. So it's like you are losing. Because, well, maybe we'll see.
If they see someone get murdered, do they lose their ears? This is why I think the show's interesting. I'm like, oh, they lose it, but that's not what the show's about.
Yeah, no, it's very fascinating. I love Loveless.
Okay, do you want to? Is that your official nomination, or do you want to think about it?
I'm gonna make that official.
Okay, I guess we're watching Loveless, Patrick.
Another old one, Loveless.
Oh, all right. We got to make fun of the animation just because of Vicky now. Because that's from late 90s?
No, 2000s.
Oh, okay. Also, this era probably as Eyeshield.
Yeah, probably. It looks like Eyeshield era. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for the B side, what I think we should talk about are anime movies, favorites, ones we've liked, ones we hate, that kind of thing. Anyone want to start it off, or you want me to start off first?
Anime movies.
Movies. It's just like any just generally speaking, any.
Yeah, it's kind of a broader. Movie. Yeah, I'll start it off. So, I don't watch a ton of anime movies, but the ones I've seen. So we were talking about, was it Sword of the Stranger, right? Mm-hmm. I've seen The Girl Who Left Her Time. I've seen a good amount of the Ghibli movies.
Every single Dragon Ball Z movie you've seen.
I've literally seen every single Dragon Ball Z movie. I have bought every Dragon Ball Z movie, but not every Dragon Ball movie. I've not watched many of the Dragon Ball movies. But yes, I've watched a ton of those Shonen Jump trash movies, like the Naruto movies, the Bleach movie.
Yep.
Those are the main two I watched. The what's it called? My Hero Academia. Those two movies.
Those are great.
Those are actually not bad. There have been some really good Naruto movies. Dragon Ball Z Broly, the newest Dragon Ball, or what do they call that one? Whatever, the newest Dragon Ball movie with Broly.
Yeah.
That was the best Dragon Ball movie ever.
I like how you say this like that was a high scale or something.
It wasn't a high scale, but considering that so many of them were either like 5s, and then like this one's like a 9, like an actual like when everybody watched the first Iron Man movie from Marvel, they're like, oh, a good superhero movie. That's what Broly was. It was like, oh, a good Dragon Ball movie. We didn't know we could do these. We thought they were all going to be super campy and dumb and short, and the fighting was boring or 10 minutes long. The Broly movie was a real movie, and it was good. It had characters, it had a point, it had a plot, and it
Set
ended.
the bar,
Yeah.
But that's like one of the few times they didn't have a stupid antagonist. Like Broly actually had a bit of a brain. He had he had reasons. Yeah.
My favorite Dragon Ball movie before that was probably BoJack Unbound, just because the fighting was fun to watch, not because the story was good.
I can't say I've watched any Dragon Ball movie other than the live action.
Oh, the most recent anime movie I saw was wait, you saw the live action Dragon Ball?
Live action, let's take it back. Everyone, let's take it back. Let's take it back and understand that. Has everyone here watched the live action Dragon Ball movie?
No,
it's trash.
I heard so many bad things about it. I just backed out.
Don't watch it.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's bad.
It's like Avatar the movie live action.
Thank you. My nephew swears to God the live action Avatar is good. He fights me on this.
He doesn't know the difference.
And he falls asleep. And he falls asleep on the cartoon.
What?
He's conflicted, man. He's conflicted with himself. Yeah. He's gotta see trash. He's gotta understand it. Oh, that's
someday.
He's got no taste buds.
He'll watch something that's better than trash, and he'll get it.
Yeah, in 5 years, I'm gonna have him rewatching and be like, "What you think now, dog?" Yeah, but that Dragon Ball movie was rough to watch. I only saw portions of it, and I was just like,
me
"This
too."
is not good.
But I was like, "Nope."
No, I sat through it.
Is that supposed to be Piccolo? Because that's not Piccolo at all. Like, what is this nonsense? I didn't watch it. I'd seen clips about it, and it's been years.
It's terrible.
You could have watched so many bad Dragon Ball movies, and you watched the literal worst one.
I did not pay for it.
You could have watched like
it was free, and I got what I paid for.
You allegedly didn't have to pay for it.
No, I didn't even find it. It was just on TV, and I think I was watching it with my dad.
That made it to TV?
Yeah.
It definitely did, because they had to make their money back. They're like, please put this on TV so we can get money for ads.
Not TV, but like cable TV, and like it's just trash.
Look,
Don't
you
watch
got
it.
2 hours to fill. Here's some shit. That's what they said. Boom.
Yeah, that was a late 3 a.m. TV show or movie right there.
Not good.
Really though. I'm trying to think, like, what are some bad Dragon Ball movies that are better than that? All of them? But, like, bottom of the list is probably when he fights World's Strongest. It's, like, one of the first ones.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Hirudegan. I thought that one was actually pretty cool.
I enjoyed that one. I like the lore that comes with learning about Trunks' sword and the dude with the flute and all that. Yeah.
Now I'm all imagining is like a dude rocking out with the flute and just going like...
It's more of an ocarina. It's more of an ocarina like in Zelda.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Or if you want to think about Power Rangers, it's like the Green Ranger summoning the Dragon Zord.
When he fucking busts out that...
Always.
Oh.
Power Rangers.
That's good.
So good.
Too old to like Power Rangers as much as I used to.
I feel like animated movies that are amazing. But the word just fell out of my head. Hold on, come back to me. It starts with a P.
Patrick, Perfect you got Blue. Any animated movies that you enjoy?
Is it Perfect Blue?
Oh my God.
One of the anime is
you are completely silent for like that whole question. Try again.
Well, Vicky, Scott, or is she still thinking?
No, you're good. Let's hear what you got to say.
It's not really like It's an animated movie, but it's not. It doesn't have to do with anime like Dragon Ball or like Naruto. It's just an animated movie that I want people to know about, and then it's called Koi no Katachi. Have you heard of that? You seen that one? It's like a slice of life anime. Koi no Katachi. Have you seen Your Name?
Yes,
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a similar like it's like an animated movie. It's like an animated movie like that. It's just a story. If you want to cry, I'd say you watch that movie. I love movies that just make you cry.
Nope.
And this is one of them that will.
I don't want to cry at all.
This is one of them that will succeed.
I want to see people succeed. I don't want to cry. Summer Wars.
Oh, that's a good one.
Haven't seen it yet.
Super good.
You very much recommended watching it.
I think I went out of my way to buy it because I found it. I'm like, I gotta buy this. Pretty good. It's kind of like, all right. The basic story is, dude meets girl. No, dude is friend or coworker of a girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I need a dude to stand in as my fake boyfriend. She grabs him, takes her to her rich family's like family gathering, and he like plays video games like in his VR world. And he solves, because he's like smart, he solves this cipher or whatever. Or, well, anyway. And basically this AI takes over this VR thing and then eventually sends a meteor or multiple satellites or something to destroy people on Earth.
Oh, so that's why the end part was so like intense.
Now I'm like cutting out all the details that make it interesting, but it's a like engaging, but it's a really fun movie to watch.
Yep.
So I highly recommend Summer Wars. Princess Mononoke is my favorite Ghibli film, period.
All Ghibli movies are amazing. Like, just watch them all. Hands down.
I know a lot of people prefer...
My recommend...
I know a lot of people like Howl's Moving Castle. That was the one that like won Emmys and stuff. But I'm like, Princess Mononoke every day.
Because Howl is husband material. In that, you know, like you want to change him, but you can't really. But he's kind of a bad boy with a mysterious past.
Vicky, we know your type of people that you root for. We know the type of men that you root for.
Oh my god!
He can change, I promise. I know he murdered people and raped people and then took over their minds.
Oh, stop!
But he can change. I swear. Just give him a chance.
We're not bringing this back.
He'll heal the world. Hey. All right, I'm done.
We're supposed to go one episode without mentioning the show, but we can't.
Actually, we were kind of talking about like it's 12 episodes for a redo of Healer, and I think there won't be another season, but there might be an OVA.
I don't like that you say OVA, by the way.
You don't like OVA?
Please. Personally. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know out loud. OVA. That's how that word is pronounced. O-V-A. Or OAV if you must. Original video animation, or what is it? Original video, like they switch it because Japan just can't decide.
They do. I think. No. My recommendation though, Promare.
That was the other one I was going to mention.
Oh, Promare, yeah.
Just
if you like Gurren Lagann,
amazing.
You're gonna like Promare.
Same people.
Oh, it's so good. The music, the character design, the story, just top notch, amazing. So yeah, that's my recommendation for animated movies.
Zane?
Zane, you still there?
I think we have lost Zane.
You must be doing stuff.
So I have been hearing like y'all garbled up for the past I don't know how many minutes. There's a lot of no noises.
He got sucked into the void zone.
Yeah.
So, Sword of the Stranger, what do you got?
Oh man, for like a recommendation of a good one, I guess I haven't seen enough. I'd probably say something like Mononoke, just because that's really good. The most recent one I saw was it was from the Monogatari series. It was like Kizu, something like that. I think if they were to if you would just drop into like episode 1, I mean, I would recommend to watch it just because I think it's like really cool. And then like by the time you get to the third movie, like shit, I mean, to me, it gets like real. It gets really real because there's a moment where, because the whole point is he's like saving a vampire's life, and like And like, so she goes from like a full blown vampire back into like a child, and you're seeing her like grow up as he's like putting her back together. And then at the end, you realize like she's a full blown vampire. He shows back up with like soda and chips to throw a party, and she's just like eating a dude, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is a fucking vampire." It's like, yo, it's been 3 movies of you not really being a vampire, and then that was just a great scene. So that's a nice little build up to if you're gonna watch a couple. I can't think of too many. I haven't seen enough. And of course the Jabil movies or Ghibli.
My God.
You might as well go full on and just say Jabril on purpose. That's all I'm saying.
Jabril movies.
Gabriel.
Jesus.
No.
We're gonna get so much hate in the comments.
Gabriel, come on. Angel.
Oh my God.
Not the Lord and Savior. Come on. Yeah. I think there's definitely some good anime movies, especially if you're looking for like not related to a particular property, right? Because there's good Naruto movies, there's bad Naruto movies, right? Because a lot of movies are very filler-like. But if you want to get like a random independent movie, like a Summer Wars, fantastic choice. Girl Who Left Through Time, fantastic choice.
Promare, amazing. Right? It looks so beautiful. It's so crisp. It's so... Oh, it's amazing.
One thing I would warn people is to be careful with watching movies that are based on, like, they're like shortened versions of an entire show. So, like, your, well, okay, other than maybe Evangelion has their movies thing, and I watched them, and I'm like, yeah, all right, it's Eva, it's fine. But, like, X or / 1999, don't watch the movie. Escaflowne, the movie, don't watch that movie. You know, they're just basically recaps, and it's not worth your time. You're better off just watching the actual show.
Berserk's got some good
Berserk
movies.
has movies? I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't watch Berserk, though.
It's like, I would say, yeah, like part one and part 2 is like the golden, like those are actually really good stories. I like those. But I think they're recaps.
Oh.
Live action?
Yeah. But it's not like like a recap. It just kind of is giving you all of what I'm pretty sure the anime did, but in movie form.
You kind of have to if you're making a new, like a movie based on a thing already.
Yeah.
Like Revolutionary Girl Utana's movie is basically the anime shortened with some things changed around. And then it goes off on its own crazy fucking way. Like, I would recommend watching it after watching the series, but it's so buck wild. It's like watching an alternative universe.
Word. You know what? I'm gonna throw in and it ain't been released yet, but the Demon Slayer train arc. I'm gonna say watch that movie.
I'm waiting with the least amount of patience.
Yeah, I guarantee that's gonna be dope.
I kind of thought that was gonna be out by now, and I'm just like, Japan says it was good. Can I see it, please?
Yeah.
I don't need.
I almost watched the bootlegs.
I don't even know if it's on bootleg anywhere. I don't think there's a site.
Just acquire it from some friends on the internet.
I don't know if it's there. I mean, I haven't looked in a long time, I guess, but
I would, but everyone's got it filmed with their flip phones. It's ridiculous.
You want to experience it the right way, you know.
Yeah.
Not
if they're gonna share it to me in high def.
One live action version of an anime that I do actually recommend, because usually I don't, is Gantz. And if you're an adult, watch Gantz. If you're not an adult, wait till you're an adult to watch Gantz. I don't want you to get in trouble. It's not terrible, but it's definitely like a... do we put it on the ecchi scale? It's at least a 6.
I don't think I remember seeing a Gantz.
The manga is pretty much like their front, like their introductory illustration is usually like a half-naked woman just all the time. And Gantz itself kind of likes to go there.
Yep.
Yeah, Gantz. But if you like Gantz, the live action is actually good.
Good to know.
I mean, I don't generally like the live action version, especially the Japanese ones. I just don't like their acting is so exaggerated. I kind of like, nope.
It's animated.
Yeah, accurate.
I'm proud of that one.
On the topic of the live action, have you seen the Death Note live action one?
Nope.
Well, not but the one on Netflix,
The original.
American one.
No, they never made one in
Yeah.
America.
No, wait.
They
it's
made one with Americans, or at
Mm.
There
least
was one with
English
an American
speakers.
redone. Yeah, have you guys? I just want to like bring back the DBZ live action one. Like,
Are you trying to tell me
Oh,
that you've seen it and you're denying its
Oh,
existence, Vicky?
so-
Yeah.
Listen,
It's
y'all.
it's
If you're
rough,
gonna
too.
watch a Death Note live action, watch the original Japanese
Yes,
two
yes.
two movies. They
Yep.
are amazing, amazing. The same dude that plays Kira was in Battle Royale, and just so good.
That's also a good
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Battle Royale.
Is Battle Royale a sports?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's sports.
so then I'm gonna make a side recommendation for a show that never got completed. Patrick, do you remember? We were watching it back when we were in college. It was the one Batum.
Oh, Batum. Oh my
BTOOOOM exclamation point.
Oh my
Batum.
goodness. So
Oh.
just watch the intro and then quit.
It's got at least one scene of like almost rape going on there.
Yeah.
It's no redo healer, but it's not as bad as Gantz. Basically, it's not Gantz. Gantz is like here. It's like right under that. It's not great.
Wow.
For that.
Wow.
But for the most part, it's just a bunch of people trying to murder each other, and then women in limited amount of clothing at different times.
The live action for Full Metal Alchemist was not bad.
I thought you said it was terrible. I remember you mentioning you watching it, but
Yeah,
maybe
I
that's just
couldn't
because I don't
finish it.
trust you.
For Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Terrible.
remember, I don't trust your opinion on live action movies. So
I know a lot of things.
No, I said my live action movie taste is very good.
as I said, I don't trust you.
Like I said, Death Note, Netflix's Death Note's trash.
Hmm.
Avatar: The Last Airbender trash.
Sure,
DBZ trash.
definitely.
I refuse to talk badly about that Death Note movie because I saw one guy talking shit about L being a black dude. And I'll never forgive him. He was like, "Black L? What the hell?" He gonna be like, "Yo, let's solve this case, cuz." And I was like, "Word? That's what we doing." Just because he's black, he's just gonna be from the gutter. Alright.
I would have actually I didn't watch it, but I would have hella watched it if it was like
I
that.
support that movie.
But also, the dude that played L is an amazing actor. He was in Get Out.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, the actor. Yep, he is amazing.
He was in what's the movie that you recommended to me, Cori?
Oh, it's the telephone movie.
Mhm.
Telephone movie?
Yeah, man.
The
With the
telemarketer?
horses.
Oh, Lakeith
would-
Stanfield? Lakeith
Yeah,
Stanfield?
Lakeith,
Yeah.
Lakeith.
He is
Yes.
a good actor.
That
Now I
dude
almost want to watch
he is
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to
That's what
bother
it's
you.
called.
Sorry to bother
Hey.
you.
Yeah.
That
Pause.
movie went places.
Everybody, watch Sorry to Bother You.
Yup.
You will be shocked once you get about
You listen.
60 minutes in.
Listen.
You will be like, the fuck is this?
You think this
I gotta
movie's
watch
about
Oh,
one thing,
man.
and it is not. It is about
Have
like
you seen
three
it,
different
Patrick?
things, and then it goes to space.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't
Oh,
seen it.
man.
It's out of this
I
world.
want to watch it.
Patch, you gotta watch it.
Let me put it like this.
Sorry to bother you.
Let me just put it like this.
No spoilers. No
Let me put it
spoilers.
like this.
No spoilers,
Lakeith
please.
Stanfield, I'm
No
not spoiling
spoilers.
it. Lakeith Stanfield is going to embarrass himself in front of a whole lot of white people, and that is not nearly the weirdest part. Not even remotely the most embarrassing, weirdest, confusing nonsense. Because that was embarrassing. I was like, I'm embarrassed. Then the stuff after that happened, I'm like, shit.
I feel like I went through an existential experience while watching it, and then I came out the other end just being like, "What did I just
Yeah.
watch?"
Yeah.
It's amazing. Go watch.
And then
Sorry
if
to
you want
bother you.
something more normal, you can watch The Black Klansman, which came out at the same time.
I've
Yeah.
seen that one. That one was
good.
That one good.
But Sorry to Bother You.
Sorry to Bother You
holy
sounds
moly.
next
That
level.
is, it gets a little bit mind bending because just
It's disturbing.
I like that stuff.
Oh, you'll love it then.
I
You would love
like
it.
Get Out.
You would love it. But based on him being such a great actor as L, I would
That's what I'm
watch
saying.
Netflix's Death Note for him
I almost
alone,
want to.
but I don't want to support watching
I almost want to watch
So,
it just
I
because
can't.
Lakeith Stanfield was in it. Because I don't remember
Exactly.
actors' names, but I remember his name because he was in Sorry to
Mhm.
Bother You. And I'm like, what?
Hella cool guy. Hella
I
sweet.
think he's a rapper too. I believe so. I think that's originally how he got started.
I believe he could drop some bars.
He did that. In Sorry to Bother
he
You.
got attacked.
He
For
definitely did that.
Oh,
That's what I was talking
right.
about. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm referencing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, every time I think about it, it just sits in my head. I'm like, I feel weird.
Now it's in my head now.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Didn't he have? Yeah, he had a little crisis or something, right?
You can say that.
Okay.
Look,
all right.
watch
I think I know. Yep,
watch
I
it.
know.
If you watch it between now and next week, I want to hear your take on that movie.
When you
Sounds good,
said
yeah.
when you said he could say that, my heart stopped, and I just was like, "What? What can
Yes.
he say?"
Yeah. When did you end up watching that, Zane?
Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a few months.
Because I watched that in theaters in like 20, I want to say 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then
17, maybe?
It might have been 17, but
It's a while.
I was sitting there like, this, wow.
It rocked. I would watch it in theaters if it came out again. Just experience on the big screen.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. For me, it was a one and done. It was it was a lot for me.
I don't know if I want to watch that again.
Man, I just gotta say, I mean, I'm the odd one out in this conversation, you know.
You gotta watch it.
We're all like talking around it, and it's
it's just like also like I'm.
Yeah, I strongly recommend you watch it, Patrick, because I want to talk about it now next week. Now, if we don't, that's cool. Whatever.
For
It's
sure.
not even remotely anime,
Sure.
but man,
it's just good.
No, I remember watching like Get Outs in theaters. And man, that was like the best experience you could experience. Like watching us or like get like kind of the movie. So I'm like, when you say sorry to bother you, like man, I want to experience that in theaters just to get that atmosphere. Because man, I know what it does. Those movies sometimes.
There's another movie that I watched. They made us watch it in high school, and man, that hit me too. And I'm trying to remember what it was called. It's called Bamboozled.
Oh my god!
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
You watched that, Zane? Have you seen that yet?
No, I never even heard of it.
Yeah, look.
Sounds familiar.
You want to be mad? Let me put it like this.
Oh,
people rioted.
Okay, never mind.
People rioted after watching that movie, not because the movie itself.
Oh, fuck no. Never.
Wait,
never.
Let me finish.
All right.
Let me finish.
Never.
People rioted after watching this movie, not because the movie itself was like promoting anything. It was because it was highlighting fucked up shit, and then it made a movie out of the exaggeration of that.
Wait. Okay, I thought that's not Damon Wayans.
That's Damon Wayans. That's Damon Wayans. But he's not. He's not dressed up as that. He's the exec that makes that happen. He's the TV executive that makes that happen.
Okay.
Bamboozled is something else.
I watched that in high school. We watched that in class.
In high school.
My God.
That's wild.
And I had to leave.
This was made by Spike Lee?
Spike Lee he had
a
point, and he made it, and it hit hard. I own that movie. I own it somewhere. I'm not watching it, but I own it.
I was gonna say you beat me on what you watched on because I had a teacher who made us watch the Post Show, and that was great. And it had to deal with the same type of themes. The themes as this, so like he made us watch the Post Show, and he picked a big episode that dropped a lot of bombs. But I was gonna say Bamboozled. Bamboozled that beats my Chappelle Show viewing in high school.
I mean, depending on what teachers you had, you could have the same teacher I had. They're like, we're not watching Bamboozled in class anymore. I forget his name.
Oh, come on.
God, I forget his name. But anyway, yeah.
Shout out to teachers traumatizing high schoolers.
Yeah.
It was good. No, it's a worthwhile movie, but it's not a movie that you watch for fun.
It's like Roots. You don't watch it more than once, and you don't watch it for fun.
You don't watch that movie for fun. I will watch Sorry to Bother You for fun, but not all that often. Like once a decade.
No.
I gotta prepare myself to watch some of these movies because they're gonna hit you hard. Like, yep, that's messed up. That's messed up. I've seen that in real life. That's wrong. People still do that. People gonna bring that back. I gotta go sit down.
Where shit's just too real.
Yeah.
That's why I can't watch the Boondocks anymore. It just hit me too heavy in the chest.
Man, that's truth. That is the truth. Yep.
Boondocks is good though. Like fucking Huey doing martial arts. Like it's so exaggerative of like growing up black, and it's like every black kid's like, "Yep, I know kung fu," but he actually does.
Yeah. I mean, and then you got Uncle Ruckus. I just think of the movie theater every time when you go Huey doing kung fu, because Uncle Ruckus just busts out nunchucks out of nowhere, and he's whipping them damn things around, dog. Looking like what's his name?
Bruce
Michelangelo.
Lee? Oh, okay. Ninja Turtles
too.
All right.
Yeah, of the Ninja Turtles. I do just. Oh Jesus. Or versus Bushido Brown, man. Yeah, Boondocks.
Man. Okay, so we've gone way off the anime track, but it has been a great conversation all the same. I think we're tracking at just under 2 hours. Oh, yeah, we're doing really well, actually. We're not even going to be at 2 hours. So I think it's a good spot to wrap it up. We're going to be watching Loveless.
Hell yeah.
Next week. Get ready for that. I'm either going to love Loveless or I'm going to be completely like, no, this is not even close.
Loveless is OP.
I might like it, though. I'm always
it's
surprised.
I might secretly like it.
I got to tell you, I'm looking at the cover art
For Loveless.
Loveless is looking strange, y'all.
Yeah. Look,
you're not wrong, Dan. You're not wrong.
You remember what the term BL stands for?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what this. Well,
it's not a BL, but
this is for the ladies.
It's fuel for the fire, if you know what I mean.
I tell you what, don't judge an anime by its cover, then.
BLL, boy love. All right. So let's returning guest. Say bye, Zane.
Bye,
Patrick.
See you later.
Vicky.
Oh, you want me to say bye, Patrick?
No, I'll still see you.
Oh, my bad.
Give me your outro, Vicky.
Ja Matane.
This has been Taku Katsu, and I've been your host, Cori. Enjoy Ranma, watch Loveless, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.